wanted to know, it's a horror film. You guys have to act like you are scared to death of these children. What did you do in order to prepare to get in character? Because I heard from Jack that in between takes, you guys are goofing off and laughing, so was it hard to do the transition?
Fear is weird. Fear's a hard one sometimes, I think.
We also had to be aware of, like, sometimes just, you know, you don't have to do the heavy breathing as much. Because there's just the automatic, you don't know whether you're acting your own fear or acting the fear that you have seen since you were a kid on film. Like, there are certain tropes that you just go, oh, is that natural? Is that natural, or is that just the way we've come to embody fear because that's what we see? But I also, I've been wanting to, I've got a great scream. It's just, it's.
Can we hear it from
I don't think you want a demonstration.
Break the mics here?
I probably would. This is something that it's like a great horror movie scream. It's something that I'm really proud of, and I'd never had the opportunity to really use it. And so it was a great gift in the end to be able to show fear that way, because I love it.
And as probably as the producer of the film, you love that aspect as well.
The fact that she's got the best scream?
Yeah.
Yes. And that scream is just, that's a real...
It's classic.
It's a real asset.
Classic.
It's real good.
And also, as a producer, how did you decide that you wanted to add the comedy aspect into a horror film?
Good question. That came from Lee Winnell, actually, because our intention, because the idea came from Josh Waller, who's my producing partner, and the idea was incredible, and it ended up getting communicated to Lee Winnell, who fell in love with it. But our intention initially was to make this movie Cooties about this zombie virus that affects only kids pre-puberty as a serious horror film. And we had this meeting with Lee, and Lee was like, "Mate, it's called Cooties. It's a comedy." We're like, "Oh yeah, it is." So that's his brainchild. That was his idea. And
his inability
it took no convincing.
but it's like his inability to comprehend how it couldn't be you guys, it's zombie kids and you want it to be called Cooties. You can't do it as like, people are already like, I mean, that's the first reaction cannot be that, and you're like, ooh, like you can't do
you're right.
it.
I don't know what we were thinking.
I like it. I like that you guys are that serious about it.
Thank you.
But in the end, also being able to be like, oh yeah, that was
dumb. Maybe dumb. It's okay. You can say it.
What would be your biggest piece of advice for USC students entering the entertainment industry?
Ooh.
Well, there are two things. One is the film industry in particular has one of the best apprenticeship programs, like through any of the unions, and it's a beautiful thing, and so you have to suck it up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's great. Like, hearing from all the camera assistants, sound guys, whatever, the first beer that you get to have with the senior guys when they finally invite you out on a Friday after work is massive, and to earn that is a beautiful thing. And it's something that's disappearing in a lot of other industries, but it's a beautiful way to learn stuff. And like there's not a better collaborative field to find. I don't think.
Amen.
I haven't worked in any others, but whatever. And then also, if you can do anything else with your life, do it. Being the other thing. If you can, if you have the ability, don't find the other thing, because it is a toll that will it'll take a toll on every aspect of your life. You will never plan a vacation that you will go on. You will never see your family at times that you expect. Your relationships across the board will take a hit. And then you get to be a part of magic.
Right.
But if you have the ability to go and lead a life where you can put other things first and want to plan and want stability, if those are important, you definitely shouldn't do this.
There you go. And really quick, Elijah, what do you think?
Wow, I don't know that there's much I can add to that.
Right.
But I also think just do. I think we're in a day and age in which we have the tools at our disposal quite readily and cheaply to create. Just create and work with your friends and be inspired by other people and learn from them and create. It's I feel the same way at 34, having done this for as long as I've done it. I still feel the same way today. It's like just meet other creative people and collaborate, and that's what I get out of it. And I think the youth are in such an incredible place right now with what they have at their disposal. They can make movies by themselves with very limited resources, and it's an extraordinary thing.
Amazing.
I love it.